Hey, welcome to Thank a Teacher podcast. Today we have a very, very exciting guest for Tania and I, one of our good friends, Siddharth Madavan. Yeah, hey, Sid.
Hi,
I see it.
nice to meet everyone.
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
You already met.
Yeah,
We've met and we've spent a lot of time together.
yep.
So today we have Siddharth Madavan, who is now a Wright State University graduate. He was a Churchill High School student where Tania and I got to know each other as well. And Sid is joining us today to talk about some of his favorite teachers. So we can't wait to hear about it.
Can't wait. Let's get started.
All right. Tania, you can go ahead and ask some questions to Sid, and Sid will do his best to answer all the questions we have for you.
Yep.
Ready to see it. So my first question is, who was your favorite teacher and what subject did they teach?
I actually have two teachers that I want to talk about. One is our wonderful host, and the other one is my marketing teacher, Miss Kane, who I met both in high school.
Say it again. I'm sorry, you went out.
Who I both met in high school.
Okay.
At
That's cool.
Churchill High School.
Yeah, Churchill High School.
Have some amazing teachers there, don't they?
Yep, both both of them impacted me in different ways. Miss Kane helped me discover my passion for marketing and eventually influenced me to gain my career path.
Love that.
That's basically what I wanted to do. She's the one that inspired me to do social media marketing, and Miss Curtis helped me grow personally become more independent and prepare for life beyond high school.
I love that. So I want to go back to Miss Verkane for a minute. She
Yeah.
was your marketing teacher.
Yes.
And tell me about Miss Verkane. I thought she was such a wonderful person as a colleague, but how was she as a teacher?
She was I was totally blown away by her. She was so nice and so energetic, and her class didn't really feel like a class at all. It was more of a fun, interesting, we had discussions, and it was more fun and more I'm thinking of the word.
It wasn't a structured class.
wasn't it?
It was a hands-on, more a hands-on experience.
That's what's up.
And I enjoyed in my senior year, even though it was cut short because of COVID, I enjoyed working at the school store to gain some marketing experience. And
So you got to work at the school store called the Big Red Shed, right? At Churchill
yes.
High School?
I forgot the name, but it's been a couple of years. Yeah. And also, I remember every Friday in our class, we used to watch Shark Tank, and that was just a really fun experience. Just no class, just watch an episode of Shark Tank to fill out the.
Well, I think that was helpful because what are all those people who go on Shark Tank doing?
They're pitching their product, their services, and it actually was fun how creative people can actually be.
That's true.
And I'm also one of the other reasons I took the marketing class was because I wanted to go into something that was more creative. I'm a really creative person. I create a lot of stuff, and I just thought that this was a new experience for me. So
That's awesome. Thank you.
That for her, because I had her for marketing as well, and it never felt like a class. It was more like the kind of dynamic that Mr. Heaps gave. She kind of gave,
yeah,
where it's like, okay, the class is not all coming to sit down and look at her scary. She gives her lessons, we have her discussion, and she kind of let us do our own thing. Even
yeah.
after
It wasn't like a traditional class. It was you actually wanted to go to class just to learn.
Yeah, it was never just like a learning, just a class.
Yeah.
She just made it a
And
very
I remember before Christmas break, she always takes us to Somerset Mall so we could go
Wow.
shopping. Yeah.
That's awesome.
really awesome.
That's a great experience for students to go to a mall and learn how to shop, but also how other stores are marketing their products, right?
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's very cool. So Sid, what grade were you in when you first met, these amazing teachers, and what was
I 11th and 12th grade.
okay?
Hmm.
They're all in the in those 2 years. I think I've known Miss Curtis since 10th grade.
Yeah, I think we were together for 3 years, until COVID came and then you had to be home.
Was your
We
what
all
was
had to be home.
what was your
Yeah.
impressions of them?
My impression of I just thought that they would be they felt like they would help me a lot in what I wanted to do, and they were just nice. I didn't have before high school. I had like a rocky education
Part
path. Like I did have like good teachers, but I also had some not so friendly teachers. But once
Mm.
I got to Churchill, I met a lot of nice teachers that actually wanted to help me out, like beyond high school. And Miss Curtis and Miss Ricane were one of them.
You're so sweet. Thank you so much for recognizing me. You taught me just as much as I think I taught you, Sid. You taught me about working with students with cerebral palsy. I have never had a student with cerebral palsy prior to you, and I got to learn all about your disability. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I what do you want me to talk about?
Well, tell people what it was
Mm.
like being a student in school with cerebral palsy because
Yeah.
some of your abilities are limited.
Yeah, so in school, it was just different for me because I had trouble making friends. We didn't have this. Some of the other students didn't. We didn't have the same abilities or interests. Like we would always be different and how do I?
You wouldn't be able to play sports like some of the other
Yeah,
students, and so your interests were more on, I know you liked comics and
yeah. I like comics and
movies.
Marvel and movies.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
and
fitting in was difficult for you.
fitting in was difficult. I'm ac- and Once I actually met you, that was one of my points. Actually, is that you brought me out of my shell.
Hmm.
Like you brought me
I've
out of
certainly
my
tried.
comfort zone to try something new. You're the one that took me to my first, I believe, homecoming football game. I still
Hmm.
remember, even though I wasn't interested in sports, I just wanted the experience, and it was a
Hmm.
lot of fun. I
Wasn't it?
believe, I believe it was pouring too.
It did start to pour, but you had some shelter, and I was one of the people who collected tickets,
Yeah, and I
and
also
you helped me
helped.
greet
Yeah, yeah,
everybody.
yeah,
And then we went up in the stands and got some fries, I think.
yeah.
I still have a picture from that.
Yeah, I remember that. I think the homecoming assembly. I think I still have that picture too. The one where I had the crown on.
Yeah, you had a crown. You got to throw
Yeah,
shirts out into the audience.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I still have the shirt actually, but it got small.
Are you sure the shirt got small, or do you think maybe you grew up a little bit?
Yeah, I grew up a little bit.
I remember my first time meeting you, Sid. I think I was coming into the research room, and it wasn't the best day that I was having because I was usually going down there to either get help or come down there to get a break. And I remember sitting down, and I remember you saying, "Smile, you need to smile," and I was like, I do need to I do need to smile. And then I remember we started talking about Marvel and all of
Yeah.
that. So you're really
So
amazing.
what year
Mm.
did you come to Churchill? Start at
I
church?
I've been to Churchill for the whole ride.
Well, she was there, I think, 2018 to 2022.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, so
18, 29.
towards the yeah. Okay, so you were probably there when I was in 10th and 11th
11th.
grade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
11th.
And all my attitudes, and he's like, "You gotta smile." And I was like, "Yes, you know what? I have to smile. I gotta smile."
Hmm. Sometimes
That's
people have to remind me of that too.
Yeah.
good. It's good to have those people in your life. See, can you share a specific memory that stands out to you about, a time that you may have had with any of your teachers or, the two special teachers that you talked about?
So again, with those special memories with Miss Curtis, and also, I think one time we had lunch together. I don't. I think it was me, Andrew, and Gabe, but you bought us Wendy's or something.
Mm-hmm.
I could,
Yeah.
yeah.
I got some Spider-Man placemats and I spoiled you guys with Wendy's. Believe it was on your birthday
Yeah.
because your old teacher used to buy you lunch and used
Yeah,
to
so
have
I know
celebrate your
Mr.
birthday. So I was like, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be just as awesome as he was. You want to mention him
Yeah.
really quickly?
Yeah. So Mr. Backus was my case manager before Miss Curtis. He was like really fun and like just a nice, easygoing guy, and I actually like missed him when he left.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah,
just
he's impressionable.
yeah he he abruptly had to leave to go to a different school, and I'm glad that Miss Curtis came and like took took his took his place and helped me out.
Yeah, we even spent Saturdays together doing the SAT. Remember that?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't enjoy it, but yeah,
No, definitely not.
no,
But if you
no.
had anybody else to spend a Saturday with doing the SAT, you and I,
Mr. Brandstrom, yeah,
Mr. Brandstrom, I was hoping we
yeah,
could just mention him because Mr. Brandstrom taught me a lot about students like you and helped me know what to do as a high school resource room teacher because I had never taught high school before. So he was a big help for me. I
Me
also want to, you too, yeah, isn't he a great guy?
too. Yes.
yeah. He's
And then
really good.
Mr. Sherlock, remember Mr. Sherlock?
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
OT, he was pretty cool. He taught me a lot.
They actually became my Facebook friends like over the years after high school. So
Yeah,
I only got like social media after like during COVID, like after like I graduated. So I finally got all these like friend requests from like teachers and
that's cool. Everybody
yeah,
wants to stay in touch with you for sure.
yeah,
And then you're also one of your teacher's aides, Mrs. Nielsen was also pretty nice.
yes,
She was very helpful for
yes,
you. So I want to just
yeah,
give a shout out to
yeah.
those
She
amazing
also
people
taught
that
me
helped
like
me the years I was with you. So it wasn't just me, it was because of all of them.
all of them, and yeah, she also was one person that taught me like a lot of independence, and I think Churchill like helped me out a lot, but I like moved to Wright State
Hmm.
because because I was more like independent, like
It's
I
true.
became more yeah.
Yeah,
Amazing.
we knew you had to be independent. So there are certain skills that we lined up for you that we wanted to make sure you were able to manage and do on your
Yeah,
own. Remember, it was
yeah.
like ordering food on your phone. That was one
Oh
of your
yeah,
goals.
I did do that. I actually did that every week. Like every, you know how much of a big fan I am of Taco Bell.
I
So
knew it, right?
the same guy would like come to my doorbell with Taco Bell, like the same like DoorDash driver. He was like, I
You
know,
again.
I could just drop it into your room,
That is so sweet.
but he didn't
Love
have
that.
access, so I just put it in the lobby. I'll go and yeah,
That is so cool. You're getting to know your DoorDash drivers, huh?
yeah.
Cool.
Funny. So, Sid, how do you think these amazing teachers that you've had influence your personal or academic life?
So Miss Burkane influenced my like academic and like career like path. Before I took her class, I never really thought marketing would be something I wanted to pursue.
Okay.
Like, and she just made it. Honestly, it was I just thought I needed a class to fill out my last few years, and it wasn't easy. I didn't realize that it was going to be like a easy.
She didn't make it too hard. I thought that too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, marketing. She
No,
actually,
but actually, that's what like I'm not a huge fan. I never wanted to go into the line of like math or any
Mhm.
like I hate math. Sorry, Miss Joshi. But even like math never just worked out. So I just wanted something where I could like be more creative and artistic and a lot more fun. I know
Eh,
math can be fun, but like
if you took that
it's
class, being a math credit, because I mean, to
It
a
was a
lot
math credit, I
of it
think.
was a math credit. I mean, that's why I
Hmm.
had to take it. I was
I'm
like,
like,
oh,
there's no math, and well, there's a little bit of math in marketing.
math.
But no, but not so much with the social media.
Mm.
But
Your
I do,
artsy side.
I do appreciate Miss Joshi for like pushing me to get everything done, and like she's one teacher that actually truly believed in me also.
Love that. Oh, Mrs. Joshi. My son had her too. She was wonderful for him
Yeah,
too. Very patient, caring,
yeah,
very
yeah. Yeah,
hardworking
that was
teacher.
one thing. Yeah, she was not like some of the other teachers weren't not necessarily at Churchill, but they just didn't understand that I couldn't write like all those
Hmm.
equations, and like she was a lot more accommodating, and
Hmm. I think that's the word there, accommodating. Yeah, that's a
yeah,
great word.
yeah.
Sure.
Awesome.
Sid, so I know you've had some challenges, just being a student, not to be able to do certain things that other kids were able to do. To you, were there any challenges that besides, you not being able to do certain stuff that, certain teachers might have helped you overcome that may have been a challenge to you or
I mean, just I think all my teachers like just wanted me to speak up, including Miss Curtis.
Hmm.
Obviously, like that was one challenge I didn't. I mean, I still have a little trouble now, but like I didn't want back then. I didn't want to speak up at all. Like it was like I don't want to say I was like scared, but I don't know.
It takes courage to advocate for yourself,
Yeah,
Sid, for sure. And with practice, you'll get better at it. Just
yeah.
keep doing it.
and
Because
and also not only Churchill but Wright State also helped me with that because I was the one that hired all my aides actually.
love it.
The first semester, the university helped me out for picking out my aides, but then after that, like it was just me and my parents. Just okay, this is a good person to help me out. They're not working out, so we had to do a lot of training. Like they weren't
Hmm.
already trained; they were like students.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some of them even actually became my best friends.
I think that's awesome. It's
Yeah,
networking.
yeah.
Ah. Did Miss Verkane have any unique strategies for engaging or teaching her students? I think you mentioned the Shark Tank and showing some videos that students could connect to.
Yeah, and then just open discussions, like we would just like be like 20, maybe 20 or like 20 or 30 minutes to just like talking about like different marketing techniques, strategies, or just like any other marketing related topic.
Yeah, so just open discussions and brainstorming.
Yeah, I
That's
think
awesome.
I think an entire class would just be that, if.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, teachers are expected to find out what you know, so they have to assess your learning. So if there was
Yeah,
only open discussions, unless she was observing your participation, maybe that could be how
yeah.
she could assess you. But as teachers, we want to teach everything the way our students want us to, but we're held accountable for specific things
Uh,
too, and
but
that are out of
she
our
had a lot
control.
more. She had a lot more leeway of how she could want to teach. Like, and
Because she
that.
wasn't like a math or language
Yeah,
arts teacher. She was an elective teacher, which helped her have more creativity. You're right.
yeah. Even some of my like Spanish teachers were also. I mean, Spanish was a little bit more difficult, but I think Mr. Miga and
Hmm.
uh, helped me like also come out of my shell too.
He was an extrovert. He definitely had
Yeah,
a good vibe in his classroom, lots of
yeah,
energy. Hmm.
yeah. And I forgot my other Spanish teacher's name. I think I had her for 10th grade,
Your Spanish
but
teacher, was it Miss Bukta?
I think yeah. But
Hmm.
no, no, no.
She's
I think another
Profe Hey.
profe. Yeah,
She's awesome.
yeah.
Miss
She's on.
Gullidge.
I
Kira
remember we had
Gullidge.
like a culture week almost where we brought like food from different parts of like Mexico,
Oh,
Latin America, and then we did like a little like buffet. I remember that. It
food
was
is
really
always good, right, Sid?
yeah. Food was always good.
Especially in school.
Yeah,
yes, especially in
where you have where you have lunch at like 10 o'clock in the morning. It's nice to you know.
That's true. It's kind of
Yeah,
early. Well,
yeah.
when you start at 7 o'clock, you have to have lunch at 10:30.
I'm just not used to that, you know. Like I enjoy like like eating late. Like I wake up at 9 o'clock now.
Good for you.
I actually like that, so it's nice.
Good for you. Not me. Even in the summer, I'm up at 6 o'clock
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's so hot here. If I don't go for a walk or a jog early in the morning, then I'm not going to get out at all. It's just too hot. All right. So, quick question. What life lessons did you learn from these teachers that you still carry with you today?
I like Miss Curtis and I mean Miss Kane. She didn't really teach me like a life lesson per se, but she just may help me find
Find your path.
find like my career path. Like I mentioned
Mm-hmm.
before, like
Love
again,
that.
I only like signed up because I needed an elective and an EZA, and it was
Hmm.
a like I
You didn't
didn't
realize
realize
it
it
was
was
going to connect you to
it'd
your
be
future.
more than that, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. You never know how impactful a teacher or a classroom can be until you're gone and years later, right? You
yeah,
want to go back and say, wow, that person really led me to the right place where I would need to be. And like I said, sometimes you don't realize it till years to come.
yeah. And
Yeah,
then
for sure.
again, with you, I thought like I basically learned like bigger like I learned more about me as a person and like independence, confidence, all
Good.
like and again stepping out of my comfort zone.
I love
That that
that.
as you know, I only had maybe like two other people in my friend circle at the time. Yeah,
Yeah. And so I think helping you show up as a person and not being
I think
afraid to
you'll be
hide who
happy
Sid
to.
was.
I think you'll be happy to learn. I have a lot more friends and actually a friend group actually that I made in college.
Amazing. See, we knew you could do it. And sometimes you just have to believe in somebody because
Yeah,
you have
and
so many things to offer, Sid.
I went to a lot more events. Like they had a lot more. As you know, Wright State's like university specifically designed for people with disabilities. So
Yep.
they had a lot more.
People like you
Yeah,
that you can have as friends. And I think that's sometimes what it's about is finding your
they had a
tribe.
lot more accommodations, a lot more activities, like, and they were just
Cool.
like welcoming.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
One of
great. So
our
your experience there was great.
one of our guests that's coming on is a friend of yours. I can't remember her name.
Lily, yeah, yeah.
Lily. Yes. How
Lily
did
Burkow.
meeting Lily and meeting someone?
Actually, Lily was like actually my like I had a friend that I had were like that I actually like the first person I know that has a similar disability to mine. Before that, I didn't have anyone to like talk about like disability related stuff, or just
Hmm.
didn't know what it like felt like to have a disability, and like she's I think you'll like her. She's very outgoing, like a lot like she's a extrovert.
She is an extrovert. We did meet her. She rides horses. That's so cool, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, she goes. She I don't know if she's doing that now because of the summer, but like she one she has she has her like her own like private PAs that take her out like activities throughout the week,
Yeah.
whether that be at school or whether that be in Maryland where she
Oh,
is now.
Well, that's
very
cool.
cool.
You have met other people that's similar to you or may have.
Yeah, yeah. It's a in like Wright State, we also have like a organization called Abilities. So I was there. So Lily was. I think she'll say this too, but I'll just say it. But she was the president of the club, and then I was her secretary. So as secretary, I helped with all the social media like postings and like making flyers, like scheduling events. So
It's perfect for you.
yeah, it helped me out. It was
I've
also a
been
fun experience too.
And I've been watching you over the years on social media since you and I have been Instagram friends. And it's
Yeah,
been really exciting watching you grow with your groups of friends and all the travel that you've been doing, despite being a student or an individual with cerebral palsy that does not define you. You have proven that you can do what other people can do, which is what a superhero does, right, Sid?
Yeah.
So I consider you one of my superheroes because you go out and you break barriers and you're like, no, forget it.
Thank you.
I'm going to do this anyway. I'm going to graduate from college. I'm going to, have people take me all over the world
I'm
and show
also
me cool places.
I'm gonna go to my master's online,
Look
of
at
course.
you.
Yeah.
Cannot
I'm
wait.
sad. I think you mentioned this when we met the first time, but I think I'm going to Rutgers University.
Rutgers for your master's.
Yeah.
Look at you. Congratulations.
Actually, I got the job. I got the job and the college admission on the same day.
That
It's
is
amazing.
Yeah.
Sid, you are just proving over and over and educate others who don't understand or know about the disability of cerebral palsy. It affects your mobility, but not your brain, correct?
Not my brain.
Not your brain. And that is very important for people to know. You're very,
But
very
so
intelligent.
my I have I have spastic quadriplegic cerebral palsy, which like affects both my arms and legs. I can still move, but I have like limited mobility. I'm in a power chair. I need
hmm
help. I need assistance with pretty much everything. But I've learned to adapt.
Yeah, you're very adaptable.
It's probably, kids out there who are just kind of trying to understand their life with having that. So I know there's probably millions of little kids that's going to be looking up to you, saying, well, he did this and he did that.
hmm
And people told me I couldn't do this and I seen him do it. So it's that's very like encouraging to have.
I have to ask you both. After I left Churchill, were there any other students like me, or was I the only one? I remember I visited one time after I graduated, but I couldn't remember if there were
So there
any
were a couple of
others.
students, but they used braces and walkers, not a wheelchair. So there's just, different, I think, levels, of the disability, just like autism. So this student was able to, use a walker, but you could tell it was still very difficult to get around.
Yeah.
Also
Yeah,
another very
church
intelligent
is a pretty
individual.
big school, so
Yeah.
yeah. I
But
I mean, I think
you were definitely one of those students that taught me so much about you because you were such a kind person too, Sid, and very
yeah,
easy to want to be around. I liked
yeah,
our conversations too.
For
yeah,
sure. Always nice and loving and I feel like a lot of other people look at kids with disabilities like something's wrong with them or they're not
yeah,
human. That's one thing that I've always wanted with anybody to know that you're human too and we can talk just as much as a normal person would talk or we can
yeah.
crack.
Mhm.
I'm actually one of the lucky ones because not everyone can do what I could do that has my condition. Like so, but people don't know that they think that they're all the same.
It's true.
So that's amazing that you're able to do that. It's a blessing that you can do beyond what normal people can do, or
Even attempt.
an
That's
attempt.
true.
It takes
If
an
you could,
intelligent person.
sure does. He has a very strong mind, I can tell.
Yeah.
That's because he's Spider-Man. If you could say one thing to Miss Verkane right now, what would it be?
Like I like to miss for kid. I would say like thank you for me like helping me find my career path. Thanks for like helping me make like marketing more fun
I like that.
and enjoyable.
Yes, yes. So teachers who make learning fun and enjoyable seem to
Yeah,
be people's favorites. Did you did you notice the trend, Tania?
yeah. Also, Miss Kurt, note like whenever you came to like I hated chemistry too, but
Mm.
whenever you came to chemistry, like chemistry class, you actually made it like really like fun, like made me like help out with the experiments and stuff.
Good.
Like it was
I enjoyed the labs, yeah.
yeah, the labs, yeah.
So I was the science liaison at the time at Churchill, and I carried a caseload of students. So my job was to push in to biology, chemistry, and physics classes and support students with IEPs, with disabilities and or, any types of life struggles that just could use an extra hand in the classroom. And a lot of times teachers could use me during those labs, but
Yeah.
I got to do the fun stuff, right?
Yeah.
And what is your job now, Sid?
So I just started a new part-time position at the Coalition for Property Tax. I am a social media specialist. I help out creating graphics and like do research on like social media trends and all that other fun stuff.
That's awesome. So
And
where can
I
people find you?
they can find me on LinkedIn, obviously, my Instagram, and I also have a personal blog called Siddharth
Oh,
Blogs.
tell us what all those are. Could you know the site for that? You want to share
So
that?
it's only my first name and then blogs.com.
Okay.
And then I do have portfolio site which you can find on LinkedIn also. And if you want to also follow me on just my personal like social media, it's just my first and last name on Instagram.
Siddharth Madavan.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I will be sure to include all those in the links after our podcast is over. Very cool. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us today before we leave and finish our recording?
Like I'm just happy that I got the opportunity for this podcast, like to share my experiences. Like teachers can impact students in different ways.
That's
Like, and
right.
I'm truly happy that I found a lot of great teachers that helped me out over the years.
Oh, that is wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate you saying all that, and I couldn't agree more. That's why we're doing this podcast because we do value great teachers and great connections, people
Yeah.
who help us in life.
Yep. And if you need any other like people, just let me know to interview or
Okay, thank you. And if
anything.
anybody needs any social media marketing, Sid only has a part-time job. Maybe he could pick up some other part-time jobs. So
Yes.
you think you're hiring at this point?
No, no, not at the, I do. I want to
You
first
want to work part-time?
put my foot in the ground at this current like role I have, and then see where it takes me.
I love it. That's
But
wonderful. Well, I
I'm
hope
open. But I'm open in the near future.
sounds great. So follow Sid, like all of his awesome content creations, and have a new friend because Sid's gonna
Yes.
go places. We just know it.
Yeah. I'm already been to places that
I
I've never
know.
been to. So yeah.
Tell us a
Where?
couple of the countries you went to.
I mean, India, Canada, and another Malaysia. Like what I was like, like 10 years ago.
Amazing.
India's the main one. Like the
Mm.
country we go every couple of years just to visit family.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so, so much for being with us today. And
Thank you
I'm
so
sure we
much
will
for
keep in
having me.
touch and we will have you on again once you are working full time and maybe share some other stories. It was great
Sure
to see
thing.
you.
See you
Thank
soon.
you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.